What a load of rubbish for an intro, but it's there, so who cares? Hello and welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to talk about, can you guess? Yes, my signature Kirk Hammett amplifier, which has a built-in wah. Just kidding. I'm going to talk about my wah pedal, my Morley Bad Horsie 2. And here is a picture of that on my pedal board, trying to slide off. So there it is. So it's just a wah. Not quite just a wah. It also has a contour section. Now, before I tell you how I use it, I'm going to tell you how I'm not using it. I don't use the contour section. Actually, I only have this because I used to have a Morley Bad Horsie 1, and that broke down on some gig somewhere in Finland, and I had to go and find another one. I couldn't find a Morley Bad Horsie. I couldn't find a Dunlop basic Crybaby. I had a Crybaby back home. Actually, I had two, and back at the time I was switching back and forth between the Morley and the Crybaby. But I walked into two stores, and the second one had the Morley Bad Horsie 2, which was infinitely more expensive than the regular Morley, at least over here back then. So I happily paid that because they didn't have Dunlop Crybaby either, and I didn't have time to, by that time I didn't have time to try out different pedals, so just bought that one. I knew it would be good, and the regular section is great. I've since gone from the Dunlop Crybabies totally to these because I like something about them a bit more. For traditional wah stuff, this kind of maybe the Dunlops are better, but I use these for basically I stand on the pedal. Even when I'm not using it, when I'm playing live, if I'm not running around, I'm standing on it. Now, quite often when I'm standing on it, I just do sorts of small shifts in tone with my foot. So if this is my regular kind of tone, and that's something I would be playing in maybe a bit longer, fast type thing. I could step on the Morley. It just gives it a bit of movement in the sound, because the filter is changing the sound a bit as we go along. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. I can even use it for softer passages where it might play something like, wait a second, what can I think of? Okay, sorry about that. So I can use it for that kind of stuff. Now, you can, of course, use it for your regular kind of Kirk Hammett. Now, to anyone who likes Kirk Hammett, sorry about that. Anyway, you can also use it, of course, for the regular... where you tap a tempo basically on the pedal. I don't really do that. Basically, I never do that. You can also use it when you have loud enough volumes to find certain... my hands are doing this, don't know why. certain feedback points. I'm not playing loud enough now to do it, but you can get certain notes to feedback better when you search with the pedal a bit. Then you can also do this. Don't do this too often, but sometimes when I'm in the mood, you kind of tap your tempo a bit faster, and you do. Sounds like fun, a bit mental, but then again suits me fine. Oh, suits you, sir. Anyway, that's my Morley Bad Horsie. It has true bypass and all that chisel, so it doesn't interfere with the rest of the signal chain when it's not being used. And I like the sound of it. And I've had it for quite some time, so it's actually quite sturdy. Yeah, that's basically it. It's my Morley Bad Horsie. For the bad joke. I'll just stop here. See you in the next one. Bye!